Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Briareos Kerensky, and I'm back at showing off video games rather than playing them. And today I have Akiba Strip, the 10th anniversary edition. From what I gathered, this Japanese edition should have the same contents as the upcoming American edition, with the only difference of the language. But what the American edition doesn't have are pre-order bonuses like this pass holder and this set of stickers. Let's take a look around the box that on this corner has the title of the game in both English and Japanese, along the moniker for this edition, and a group of characters. She has the face of the main heroine, and here there is a bunch of characters, and I haven't played this game, so I don't really know if any of them is you in the game. But let's go around. On the bottom, nothing. On the top, just the logo of the game. And on the spines, well, the name of this edition along the 10th anniversary logo of this series. And of course, the developer's logo. On the back, again, the main heroine, maybe this is you. And more than 3 screenshots, 5 to describe the game, and voice cast below those. And on the right side we have the contents of this edition, which are 10 years of memory, which I think is an art book, the official guide, that I don't know if it's a game guide or something a bit more elaborate, and the soundtracks, because there are 2 discs, okay, and below that just the contents in text form. Below that, technical details along a URL, probably for the manual of this game. Let's take a look at the actual contents. So, in here we have the soundtracks and the game in its Switch incarnation. So, this is 10 years of memory. And the art book, which is quite hefty, or better, official guide. On the game front cover we have the main heroine, and I think this is your character due to how bland his design is, alongside the secondary cast, logo of the game, developer, and usual stuff. Spine is nothing out of the ordinary, and on the back there are the same 5 screenshots as seen as the outer box, along the voice cast and the technical details. Inside there is a link to the manual, which I almost kinda prefer nothing at all. Switch cartridge and an inner illustration. Akiba Strip first complete soundtracks. On the front cover, 2 idols that we've already seen on the outer box, so I guess these are NPCs in the game you can interact with. There is no back cover, so we've taken just now a peek at the second disc, And the first disc is very different in style from the second one. And a very short booklet, which is just 4 pages with the lyrics of the songs. And let's start the art book portion of this unboxing with Akiba's 10 Years of Memory. And I think I have the second game, but never played it to completion, so I cannot really say I have memories about this whole franchise, which to my knowledge doesn't really have that many games. Maybe just this one and the second one, although I might be wrong. But then again, Acquire went not quite under, but had several financial troubles over the years. So maybe it's not like they didn't want to do more Akiba Strip games, but they couldn't. And instead they did Jeru no Minasamae, which reuses assets from the Akiba Strip games and is not really worth the trouble of tracking down. This is an absolutely shameless plug for the review of that game. I must say that the art is quite nice. Although I think that these illustrations have been done for this, let's say, collection. And to conclude this unboxing, we have the Akiba Strip official complete guide. And I see down here the Kadokawa game linkage logo, so I guess that yes, this is a game guide. And I think this is one of the most famous key arts associated to the game. But because this is a dust jacket, before going into the game there is nothing much on the inside. And the inner cover it is a bit elaborate. Oh yeah, this is totally a game guide. And while researching on the American limited edition, if it's limited or is just the only edition they are making available, I've also taken a look at Nintendo's Japanese website, and they list English on the Japanese cartridge. So if you are interested in getting the Japanese version for, I don't know, collection, if you are a huge Akiba Strip fan, you can get the Japanese version and you'll have the game in English as well. And I see that the screenshots are very low in resolution, and they are taken most probably from the original Vita version, judging by the button prompts. So this is most probably a simple reprint of the game guide that was available in bookstores. And unfortunately, this does not bode well for the game. This is probably gonna be a straight port of the Vita version on new hardware without any graphical enhancements, which is always disappointing. So yeah, these are totally Vita screenshots. You can see the anti-aliasing on the character models. So I know that Acquire and other lesser-known Japanese developers are experiencing some kind of resurgence as of late, like success with the Cotton series, but at the very least they tried to do something new with Cotton, while this is just, oh yeah, we have this game, let's port it. I mean, we already have the model from Jirui no Minasama-e. Why not sticking new textures onto the environment and calling it a day? Not that I particularly appreciate this mindset, but if this keeps people afloat, I think they'll never stop doing that. Not to mention that Acquire and small developers are not exactly the only developers that do that. Even large companies like to simply get the game running on a new hardware and doing nothing more to it. And I don't know if the American version will be censored or whatever, or just the PlayStation 4 version will be censored and the Switch version won't. That I absolutely don't know, because I don't think that the American publisher revealed anything about that. Or maybe they did, but I just didn't care. And this is the 10th anniversary edition of Akiba Strip. This edition is well done, but not particularly spectacular in terms of contents, and I am especially referring to the guide, which is just a reprint of the original Vita version. The very small art book is nice, the soundtrack is complete, the box is another nice addition, but other than that, I'd say that unless you are a big fan of this series, just get the standard edition. I have double-checked the contents of the American edition, and yes, they should be the same as you are seeing now, just hopefully in English, especially the guide. The first hour play of this version of Akiba Strip will follow soon enough, and in the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this video and you stick around for more. Briareos Kerensky, over and out!